a lot of people kind of, I think this is maybe the consensus current best deck. Would that make sense? Also, everybody in chat say hi to YouTube because this one's probably going to go on YouTube. But yeah, we are playing more Timeless. Shocker, having a lot of fun. And yeah, I think, like I said, this is what a lot of people consider the current best deck of the format. We are playing a Storm deck where we get to play Lurrus because that card is legal, which is dope. And Lurrus is kind of broken with Underworld Breach, where you have self-mill in the form of Stitcher Supplier, so that if you mill over a breach, you can just get it back with Lurrus. You have 4 copies of Dark Ritual, also broken with Underworld Breach. You have 4 tutors. We're only allowed to play 1 demonic, but we have 3 diabolic intent, which also notably works very, very well with Supplier, because you can play Supplier, mill 3, intent, sack Supplier, mill 3 more, go get a breach, and then you have 6 cards in your graveyard for the breach already. And then the rest of the deck is Ragavan and Channeler. Ragavan to help you accelerate your mana. Channeler, again, just want to keep milling more stuff. And then Channeler also is sort of a pseudo combo piece, where on the combo turn, when you're going off with Breach, every spell that you cast puts another card in the graveyard. So think of it like this. If you have 1 Channeler in play, each spell that you cast off Breach only needs 2 cards in the graveyard. And then same, if you keep going up, you have 2 Channelers, each spell costs 1 card in the graveyard, because you're milling 2 in each of those exchanges. So it just kind of turbos out the Breach even more. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Bolt, kind of our interaction, and then a Bauble to help pair with Channeler. And also there's a lot of situations where sometimes you just have like a quote-unquote value breach, where you just breach Bauble a bunch of times and draw a bunch of cards and, can convert that into a win most of the time. But you gotta play 1 Tendrils. That is the maximum number of Tendrils that you have to play. Please don't play a second copy. And then Bowmasters, mostly in the deck to be good against opposing Bowmasters, because we do tend to draw a lot of extra cards with like Bauble, especially with Lurrus Bauble, so we want to be able to make sure that we can clear their Bowmasters. Sideboard, we get to... See, I don't know. I've played this deck a few times, and I still don't really entirely understand the sideboard Deathrite Shamans. Maybe they're for the mirror match, but I'm not 100% sure exactly when we want these Deathrite Shamans. But the rest of the sideboard is like additional removal, Crypts for opposing graveyard decks, Needle for Oko and Ring, Feed the Swarm for Leyline, Molten Collapse for more Planeswalkers. There's a Grape Shot in the sideboard. I think this is supposed to come in against Deathrite Shaman decks, because you can, if you mill over the Tendrils, it can get kind of awkward, so you want to make sure you have a second win condition, and then Hers for additional graveyard hate. But yeah, this is, like I said, arguably one of the best decks, if not the best deck in the format, and let's play. You still can't do that. Double Diabolic Intent, which looks awkward, but this does make 2 bodies for the intent, so I think this hand's good enough. Okay, looks like Titan. I found this matchup to be very, very good, mostly because they just don't interact, and typically you're faster than them. Although, this hand, Ragavan's not great against Titan. And of course, right as I say Ragavan's not good against Titan, immediately draw a second copy. Shouldn't have said anything. You would think I would have learned my lesson by now. Okay, we do get to attack and then Bowmaster their Grazer. This hand might be like 1 turn too short. Probably should have fetched there. I guess I could have gone Ritual Bowmaster and Intent. It's not 100% clear what I want to intent for, since Breach is not really online. We have no graveyard. I almost want to intent for a Stitcher Supplier. I know that sounds wild, but it's actually not that wild. We have 5 mana. So, like this turn, for example, I'm going to hit first. Can I kill next turn? I don't think I can. I just have no cards in the graveyard. But maybe I can just kill by intenting for Tendrils? We can do some math. Okay, so let's see. They're at 15. They need to get to 8 spells. Actually, I need to get to 6 spells, right? Because I can also bolt them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ritual is 6 mana. I can also make 10 for Ritual, which is break even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intent, sack token, Ritual. Get Ritual. Storm count 1. Right. Storm count 1. Ritual, Storm count 2. That's break even on mana. Still have 6. Intent, sack token down to 4 mana. Storm count 3. That's Tendrils. I can Tendrils for 12. So I can put them to 3 with a bolt in hand, right? Is that good enough? Or no. It's only 8. Never mind. I did my math wrong. Intent Supplier, Ritual, Get Breach, combo. Intent for Supplier, Ritual, Get Breach. So, Ritual. So, this is 3 mana. Intent sacks this, gets Supplier. 1 floating. Yeah, I need 2 more. I'm actually 2 mana short. Could slam Prime Time. I can't fetch a green source. I don't think I have an Overgrown Tomb in my deck, do I? Yeah, I don't have an Overgrown Tomb. Maybe I just go Intent, get Supplier, play Supplier, pass. It's a good setup for next turn. Should be one for Deathred Shaman. Yeah, maybe. The only issue with this line is now if they go Titan, they can bog me. But I guess if they bog me, it's not that bad, because then I can go Intent Sack Supplier to get 4 in the graveyard for Breach. And maybe that's good enough. Should have gotten Thoughtseize. Maybe. They also need a castle to Titan me, right? Okay, well, they're just super dead. Now they're mega ultra dead. Yeah, there's also a good chance if I seize them, they just have double Titan. Not that Titan. Yeah, they don't have the Natty Bog. Alright, now this is just easy mode, right? The easiest mode of my life. Unless they have Veil. But you know, if they have main deck Veil, then they have main deck Veil. But what if they had Endurance? Can I Supplier, then Intent? No, I don't have enough mana for that. So 1, 2, 3. Treasure token. Oh, okay. So I can Supplier now. Yeah, no, this is right. I can Supplier first. And then go 1, 2, 3. This puts cards in the grid. Yeah, I mean, this is just easy mode. What's nice about Supplier plus Breach is, like, the Supplier just basically casts itself for free, since you exile 3 cards, but then you just get them back with Supplier. So now I have 3, 4, 5. So now we just go Ritual Intent. 1, 2, 3. Do we have enough Storm? I don't know what the Storm count is. I guess I have Bolt in my hand too. What's this? Oh, I can just cast the Ritual again too. Right. 1, 2, 3. I can just cast the Ritual again. Yeah, easily enough Storm. Yeah, I'm going to get the Tendrils anyway, so I can just check now. But this mills 3, so I can just cast another spell this way. Weirdly enough, Intent was actually better than Tutor this game. Because if I had Tutor, I wouldn't be able to sacrifice the Supplier. So, it doesn't come up very often, but sometimes Intent is better than Tutor. Oh yeah, this is just enough anyways. Whatever. I have enough mana to bolt them, so I will. It only took Dark Ritual Luris. It only took Dark Ritual Luris to break Diabolic Intent. But chat, we did it, boys. We did it. All those naysayers that said I was wrong about Diabolic Intent, I will prove you wrong. I will prove you wrong. Yeah, this is ultimately your deck, JS. You would love this deck. Is there a way to play Kethis in Timeless? I haven't thought about that. Maybe I should. You could play Demonic Tutor. Alright, do we want anything against the Titan matchup? We don't really need anything, right? This matchup should be pretty free. Wouldn't Kethis be worse than Storm? It's definitely more graveyard reliant, that's for sure. Yeah, this is probably just a better Kethis deck. Oh, Grape Shot for Veil. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. DRS over Monkey. Also a good point. Monkey is terrible against them because they have Kami and Grazer. Okay, you're right. Oh, that's what Deathrite's in the sideboard for. I never thought about that. So when in matchups where Ragavan is bad, you just swap it out for Deathrite. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, you can do a Gamba. Just do like a 30-second Gamba card, bros. I forgot again, but it's fine. You can throw it up. You may have to close submissions on that one, though. Because the Gamba might finish before the match is over. Nah, that's fine. Gamba, 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 Gamba. Go, 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 go. I'm going to keep my hand. My hand's pretty good. Definitely going to leave it Darcy. Dumb question. What on earth is Timeless? Is this like Modern Light and Arena? Kind of. Timeless is basically every single card that's on Arena. It's the best way to put it. I don't think I want that right now. Yeah, I mean, I would argue that it's also more powerful than Modern. There are plenty of cards that are in this format that are not in Modern, like Dark Ritual, Oko, Minskin Boo, Uro, Field of the Dead, Once Upon a Time, Deathrite Shaman. Like, there are a lot of broken cards in this format. Necropotence, Faithless Looting. I haven't tried the Phoenix deck yet, but I saw Spike playing with it, and it looked pretty good. I have it built because I didn't even need wild cards for it. I just had all the cards for it. Except I had to craft Brainstorms. That's not true. Brainstorm was the one I didn't have. Ooh, is that good? Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize first. Probably get Veiled, but whatever. Set this up for the Thoughtseize next turn. Cast this, hit for 3. Are they might just be dead? No, they're not dead next turn. No, not quite. Is there a reason we didn't dash Rags try to seize main phase 2? That might have been a little bit better, yeah. Ragavan number 3, huh? It's not great. This might actually be a ritual pickup Luris type of situation. I'm definitely going to Thoughtseize them. Nope. Oh, good luck casting that Atraxa. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go Ritual Pickup Luris. Fetching first, though, because I don't want to... If I have a good card on top, I don't want to mill it. That does qualify as a good card, right? Yeah, it definitely does. Now I might just do that next turn. Get Breach. Modern Titan can Titan turn 3. There's simply no way we can do that on Arena. Well, there actually is. And the Titan deck is actually I'm not gonna say it's super consistent, but it does it more often than you would think. Yeah, there's a number of different ways that you can do it. I would say the most common one is just drawing Castle plus Sunken Citadel. Like even if you don't have any accelerants, well, I guess you would need a Grazer, but you can go like if you draw Grazer or Kami plus Citadel plus Castle, that's turn 3 Titan. Do I have enough cards in the graveyard to kill them with Breach? I mean, I could just Luris Bauble this turn, right? Like, they can't really do anything. I think I'm just going to Luris Bauble here. Why did they sit it all on white? Because they have an Atraxa in hand. I mean, they're not going to ever cast this Atraxa, but it's more mana for next turn. 1, 2, 3. This is 5 mana. Yeah, that's just lethal, I think. Should be. Because 5 mana is Intent Breach with a black floating. Yeah, that should be good enough. I guess I just need to make sure that I have enough cards in my graveyard. That would be the... I might actually have enough cards in the graveyard to do it. Because I don't have Supplier. Well, no, I do have Supplier. Actually, maybe I do have enough. Tendrils is our kill. So we only need 7 spells. Conjuring Forest into their hand. Yeah, the Darcy is... Oh, yeah, we have the Darcy, too. This should be enough. I honestly forgot about Darcy. So we go Intent, Sack, Ragavan. Oh, I can also replay the Bauble. Oh, I can just play the Supplier with Luris after I Ritual, right? Yeah, I can just play this... Oh, I can also do that now. Play Supplier first. Why does that matter? No, if I go Supplier, I need to have a black floating. I can't do that. I need a black floating though. I can't do that. If I Supplier first, then Intent, I have 2 mana. I pay 2 mana for Breach, and I don't have a mana to cast Ritual, so I couldn't do that. I mean, I guess I just get the Tendrils, right? Just saves mana to do it this way. Sure. it just saves mana. Okay, there's Breach. I don't think it matters. Graveyard. Yeah, they probably just concede at this point. Dark Ritual. I heard it's a good card. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do like the Tendrils art. Guys, I think this Underworld Breach card might be pretty good. What do you think? Might be an okay one. One, two, three. It's okay. It's okay. Graveyard. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. That sounds odd. This might be a putback intent type of situation. I want to keep the second channeler. I'm also going to hold the Bauble for double surveil. Did someone else do one too? Well, there is currently a Gamba active, I think. Is there? Twitch is broken, won't let you Gamba. 07. You hate to see it. No, it says, yeah. Wait, is there a Gamba? There's not a lot of points in the pool, but there is a Gamba currently in place. They killed my channeler. Rude. Lailia plus Tainted Pact. Oh, you just name a card that's not in your deck? think I want Ritual at this point. I kind of want to bubble them first before I decide which one of these two I want to play. Guess it's better to Thoughtseize. Graveyard that. Just kind of want to land for Lurrus. Elf, Goose, Bonecrusher, Channeler, Skews. So they just loaded up their Pioneer deck? I mean, I can't beat this card, so I'm going to take it. Skews is really good against me. No, there's no Valakut. I wish there was, because we would have... If there was Valakut, we'd have everything, right? We'd have Dryad, Scapeshift, and Valakut, but... Ryan Possible, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you very, very much. Do we Lurrus or do we dash here? It's, like, kind of interesting to trade Ragavan for either of these. And our Ragavan is basically dead the next couple of turns, so... I actually think it's dash Ragavan here and not close. Because I'd much rather trade Ragavan for either of these cards than either of these cards, if that makes sense. Well, there you go, JS. All in, baby. I'll win just for you. Nobody else that voted yes, just for JS. Questing Beast jump scare. I mean, how do I beat that card? I guess the answer is find Breach. Not that. Not that either. What's the point? Alright, we got 2 shots at a Breach. That is not a Breach. I'm pretty sure Breach by itself is good enough, because we have Ritual Supplier. Got a 4 here. Now the QB is lethal by itself. Okay. Yeah, we can block with Lurrus if we need to. Oh. Well, now we can just kill it. That also works, right? Now I can just kill it. Attack. I have located the out to Questing Beast, chap. I have located the out. They're not just dead, are they? No, they're not even close. Okay, so bolt this. I don't know why. Why am I main phasing this? I should have waited till combat. Yeah, I don't know why I'm main phasing this. This was kind of dumb. Also, yeah, this was so bad. They had Bonecrusher too. This was terrible. I know. Wait, they're not stomping? Interesting. I guess they want to stomp me. I really hope they draw second Questing Beast. I hope I get punished. Alright, Breach. Breach. Breach! Not quite. Oh, they're holding on to this for the Lurrus. That's what's happening. Okay, sure. I could actually play around them top decking second Questing Beast by going Lurrus DRC. You know what I could also do? I could Ritual... You know what's the sick play is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sick play is Ritual first. Bin exactly Breach. Then I have 6 mana, which is Lurrus Breach Ritual kill you. What if I brick, though? What am I doing with Lurrus if I brick? Just, like, casting Bowmaster, maybe? I mean, is this Ritual doing anything in my hand anyways? I might as well go for it, right? It's just not doing that much. Magic is just an easy game, man. I don't know, like, what do you want from me? It's just the easiest game in the world. It's just an easy game, dog. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, pre-recorded, by the way. Only doubted for the odds. Yeah. Now the question is this lethal? Because we don't have a tutor. Okay, so let's think about this. What do we lead with? I guess we lead with Ritual. Yeah, there's no way we don't lead with Ritual, right? Get rid of lands. Yeah, we can probably surveil for a tutor. Ritual second Darcy. I can't second Darcy. I have no. Okay, they just scooped anyways. It actually wasn't. It wasn't deterministic there. Yeah, it was definitely not deterministic there. But I mean, I'm a god and hit the breach anyways. That's a clip worthy moment right there. Did you really think I wasn't gonna hit the breach? True, I could replay Luris. Yeah. Yeah, you want Grape Shot against Veil? What's Grape Shot on the sideboard? Veil of Summer. What's it feel like to be a ghost? Shave a Ragavan, maybe? Is this potentially a matchup where I want Deathrite over Ragavan? The thing is, you don't have a ton of stuff to sacrifice to Beseech. That's the issue. Actually, I'm going to try the Deathrites over Ragavans. We really should have a green source in the mana base, though. Stitcher, Darcy, Ritual. Well, no, because we don't have a way to sack the Stitcher. We don't. You need the intent to. Because, like, you can play the supplier, but how do you sack it? You know? Like, I need to figure out side patterns with this deck, because I have no idea what I should be cutting. Siding with this deck is really hard. Yeah, maybe I want Heat, too. No idea. Yeah, I guess I could trim on Bowmaster. The thing is, they did show me Elvish Mystic, though, which makes me kind of want to keep up. Let's try this. Let's try this. Bowmaster's worse in the draw. Ritual, Stitchers, Bowmaster, kill Stitchers. That's true. That's a good point. Because I just Bowmaster with just cast the Bowmaster with the Breach. This is a weird hand. It's a one-lander with no creature for intent. It does have Fatal Push for their one-drop, though. I think I'm still mulliganing. Okay, this hand's really good. I kind of want to put back Bauble. Do. You know what they say, chat? Cook the goose. Folks, we are having goose for dinner tonight, chat. That's a good draw. We are having goose for dinner tonight, folks. Why is it always, how do I sack Supplier, and never, how is Supplier doing? How do you think Supplier's doing? Everybody always just wants to sacrifice it. It's having a terrible time right now. It has to be, right? Thoughtseize to player on Questing Beast. Not today, Tawashimp. Not today. Questing Beast me once. Shame on you. Can't fall for that trick again. Wait, was that an intent and a ritual? So land is lethal? How did we get so lucky? We can also tutor for a land. No! Well, now I have to tutor for Fatal Push. They're eating the ritual. We have to draw a land right now so I can go tutor, push, kill, ooze. Well, this sucks. We kind of still have to tutor for push, right? I can't beat this ooze. All right. Would have loved to have drawn a land there, obviously. Our whole graveyard's gone. Thankfully, we didn't mill the tendrils. I guess we also boarded in the grape shot, so it's fine. But now they get to eat the tutor and the intent. Yeah, I guess if I had drawn push, I could have tutored for a land. Yeah. A box. We can go Darcy push now. It's not that bad. I mean, it's still bad, but I'm just gonna do this now. If they drew Veil, I'm done. I'm done if they drew Veil. Could have got Bolt to play around Veil, I guess. Alright, whatever. Oh no, if I get Bolt, they can just eat two things. I couldn't have got Bolt. Yeah. Yep. Graveyard gone, yep. There's like no reason to sack this. Well, I guess Breach. Yeah, you might as well. So the push is still on the stack. That's awkward. Because, like, I definitely want this card. But I also really want to draw land. I guess I can just go... No, keeping this is fine. I can go Intent Sack Supplier, get a land, land Supplier, and then if I mill over Ritual, they're just dead, right? Yeah. Might as well tag. So unless they draw a second Ooze, we should still be fine. Yeah, so we go Intent Sack Supplier, get a land, land Supplier. Pickle Bolas, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. What shall we call our sub baby? What shall we call the baby? I get Blood Crypt here. I don't really need second red. Yeah, I don't need second red. Alright, well, now our graveyard stock. Ritual mill, please. It's just too easy, man. It is the easiest game in the world. I don't know what you want from me. It's too damn easy. Alright, no scoos, please. That's totally fine with me. You can have that card. I'm A-okay with that one. Endurance in hand. Thankfully, Endurance is not legal in this format. Oh. Love the Goose attack, by the way. Love the Goose attack. Alright, we can move on now. We can move on. Alright, GG's. Man, this deck is sick, huh? That's a standard deck, not a timeless deck. Alright, match 3, Rakdos Snorm. It's a very unexciting hand, but I think still a keep. There's just a lot to be said about Breach plus Luris. A couple of fetch lands to turn on the Breach too. It's my thoughts on Sleep Fairy and Timeless Blue Moon. Not a huge fan of that card. Is there another Gamba? Gamba's all around. Gamba's all around. So this looks like Grixis. Grixis, more like Grix ass. That's not good. Surely they don't have Thoughtseize, right? And Supplier. That's still pretty good. They mill 3 lands. Can I just, like, not play around a counterspell? Yeah, I'm just not going to play around a counterspell. Maybe that's stupid. Yeah, on the draw, by the way. And before they have Scolding. I mean, if they don't have Scolding, this Bowmaster ends them. Oh. Wait, this card's legal? I was this many years old when I learned that Stifle is a card in the Timeless format. Well, it is what it is. I guess that's a reason to main phase, huh? No, nobody has cast that card against me. I honestly did not know it was on Arena. This is the first time that anybody has ever cast that card against me. Okay, well, I guess I'll play around a second one. This is when they also have Scolding. And before Bolt myself. Come on! Let me guess, you draw a removal spell here? Alright, whatever. They got the Arena whitelist account. That's what it is. They definitely got the Arena whitelist account. Do we have any outs? Wait, hold on. What if I did this? And then I can mill over Ritual and kill them? Because I already have Intent in the graveyard and I breach in hand? Yeah, if I mill Ritual, they die. Okay. Ritual, please. Ritual! Oh, it goes to their graveyard, right. For some reason, I thought it would go to my graveyard and I would get the trigger. Well, I mean, I was dead anyways, so it didn't really matter. Guess I'm not technically dead. I can chump block Shadow for a turn. Not very alive. Yeah. Somebody just wanted it more, I guess. Somebody simply just wanted it more. Okay, what do you want against Shadow? Honestly, not much. Hearth's not very good. Like, I guess maybe the graveyard stuff against Luris, but the issue with bringing in the graveyard hate stuff is they can just kill you with Shadow pretty easily. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm just going to submit. I don't think we have to do much. I think we should be a huge favorite in this matchup. I guess maybe not against Counterspell Stifle. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Stifle is good against Tendrils. What are these hands? Alright, I guess I keep this. Back Demonic Tutor? I just don't really have time for it. I mean, I have to do all of this now because of fucking Stifle. Just gonna shock. Your turn. Okay, land's good. Ah, holding up Stifle, I see. Well, cast this. Go. What do we mill? Demonic Channeler is not terrible. God, I just can't even fucking fetch. Deck. Just have to cast Ragavan. Can't fetch. This is gross. And I guess I hope they cast Bowmasters, just so I can actually fetch. Yeah, they're just not going to. They obviously have it too. It's so obvious. It's one of those things where we both know about it, and neither of us can really do anything about it. Kind of just want to pack this one in. Good draw. Actually, unironically, is that a good draw? As weird as it sounds, it's actually not a terrible draw. Because, like, I can just maybe natty tendrils them. Like, bait the Stifle with the fetch and then try to set up a tendrils. I don't know how much of a possibility that is. Yeah. Jesus Christ. We're at 11. What happens if I bolt them end of turn? And then I draw land. Fetch, they stifle. Play land. 2 mana plus ritual. That's only a 3 storm count, right? So it puts them to 2. Right. Bolt here, they go to 8. Untap, crack fetch, they stifle. Storm count 1. Ritual tendrils is 3. So I guess I just push now. It's not lethal. Just push first. Okay, there's the land. Which is pretty good, because now we can also Bowmaster. That's, like, maybe the best draw in the deck. Just land that's not a fetch. If you're a real gamer and draw Dark Red over land. Oh, sure, yeah, I guess the second Ritual would be lethal. But now we kind of just have everything, right? Kind of just have them covered. Okay. They may or may not counter this. They don't. Line is probably fetch into Dark Ritual, Bolt Tendrils. If they stifle fetch, it's GG. Fetch into Dark Red, Bolt Tendrils. Well, it almost feels like you should cast the Ritual first, right? Because if they counter the Ritual, then I maybe just don't go for it. Well, the second Bowmaster kind of changes things. I could probably wait one more turn now. Since I have more blockers. Yeah, I think I can just wait one more turn. Let's just pass. Pass is bad if they draw Thoughtseize. They clearly don't have Thoughtseize. They would have cast it. It is, but we're trying to bait the stifle by cracking the fetch. So like I'm not cracking the fetch until I can get them into a spot where they stifle it. Okay. They may have to counter this. They don't. What's nice about this is just 2 more damage. So I can actually... Okay. So we know their hand is Luris Stifle, which means they should be dead, right? No, they get a 1. Oh, I can just Thoughtseize the Stifle, right? No, I'm still 1 mana short. We can attack 2. Yeah, but I only have 3 Storm. You know what I mean? Like, if I stifle this, I can go Ritual Tendrils, but that's only 6. That puts them to 2. I can only attack for 1. I mean, I guess I go back to 20, which means I can't die this turn, and then I have Bolt in hand. Sure, I guess that's fine. Right. Yeah, we just hold up the 1/1. Because there's no difference between 2 and 1. Like, they can go Luris Bowmaster, kill my blocker, hit me for 12, but unless they draw exactly Stubborn Denial, I don't think they have an out. I don't know if these versions play Battle Rage. Difference is Bowmaster. True. But I can also buy an additional turn by blocking, right? So it's like me drawing my 3rd Bowmaster, or I guess 2nd, versus getting an extra draw step. Oh, they have Shadow, so I guess I don't get an extra draw step either way. Okay, well, they're dead. We win. Yeah, these decks don't usually play Battle Rage. I don't know if they should, but... They forgot to hearse. How was I dead on board? 6. No, they're 1 short, right? 12. Oh, they did have lethal. Right. 6, 12 is 18, 19. They did have me dead, yeah. Because they go cast Bowmaster from Graveyard, ping the token, use those 2 to crew the hearse. That's 6, 12. Yeah, that's 19. You're right. Oh, it was an additional point from the army, too. They could have fetched. So they could have had it. They could have had 20. No, you're 100% right, though. They had me dead. Arena players missing lethal? They would never. I'm going to keep this. What I like about this hand is that it actually plays fine into Stifle. That's why I'm keeping. Happy New Year to you as well, Turtle Power. Well, if I put them at 1, then I'm still just dead on board, right? Because of the hearse. But yeah, the way that I played it, I actually put myself dead on board. But they just didn't do it. Demonic Tutor. Well, I guess I should fetch while I can. I don't really want to draw that anyways. Just gonna get a Blood Crypt. Hold up Fatal Bush. Why even play Mishra's Bauble with fetch lands if you're just gonna draw the same card anyways? Like, what's the point, you know? Stifle. Sure. It's nice they don't know about this Bowmasters. Had they known I drew Bowmasters, they probably wouldn't have cast this. Because now we just kind of have the initiative. Oh. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we don't quite have lethal. Good dash Ragavan. Make them push it, they go to 10. Actually, don't hate that. And then I can still hold up my push if they have Ragavan. They seem to have Stifle. No, they probably just have push for Ragavan. But they could have both. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put them to 10. It's not even clear what we want a DT for yet anyways. DT Rag put them up. Well, it doesn't really put them off balance though, right? Because they still just get to use their mana and cast the push that turn. What would I DT for? Well, now they're just dead, right? Are they dead? Oh. Can I cast 5 spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. DT to 4. Ritual to 3. Back up to 6. Push tendrils. Yeah, it's just lethal. Well, that was easy. I should have pushed my own thing for BM. Ritual plus Demonic Tutor. Good cards, huh? Turns out, Dark Ritual plus Demonic Tutor, hell of a combination of cards. Pay out the Gamba, folks. Time to pay out the Gamba. What are we, 3-0 with this deck? This deck does feel kind of busted. Kind of busted, huh? I thought Dark Ritual was restricted this whole time. Not in this format for some reason. Not in this format. Alright, let's do a little outro for the YouTube folks. Well, that went pretty well, huh? Little bit of a 3-0. turns out when you put Dark Ritual and Underworld Breach in your Lurrus deck, that's a pretty good recipe. Not sure exactly what I would want to change. I think this particular list, the numbers are all pretty good. Like, I think the Fatal Push Bolt Split is good. I like not playing the full 4 suppliers. Like, there is maybe a world where you go 4 supplier, 4 intent, and you go 2 less removal spells. And, you could also maybe play a second win condition, because it can be a little awkward sometimes if you mill the Tendrils over against the Deathrite Shaman. Like, if you mill it over early and they get to Deathrite Shaman it, or they Thoughtseize it, that can be a little scary game 1. So there is definitely merit to playing a second Tendrils, but, you have Grapeshot on the board for that reason. But yeah, overall, like this deck a lot. Definitely one of the best decks in the format. And yeah, if you like the content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Everybody say bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have enough red mana, you can just bolt them out.